What's up, everybody? So when I moved into my forever house, I did not like the light fixtures. So let's fix it. Alright, so I'm getting everything. This is just an overall view of what I got. I got the wood for the frame. There's the cord. The antique looking cord, I like that. So I also got some of the light bulb cages. And then just some cheapo sockets. So these light sockets, right, they needed a little more pop to it. And also to go with my decor in the house. So I got some oil rub bronze spray paint. And I'm just giving them a once over, twice over, whatever. I just kind of, you got to kind of rough them up. You got to rough up the metal so that the paint adheres a little bit better. So yeah, as you saw from the intro, the light fixture going up to the next floor, it just seemed out of date. It's not what I was going for the forever house. And I wanted to bring it to make it a little bit more modern. And what better way than to do it myself? So I was inspired by a lot of stuff that I saw online. And I was just inundated with different ideas. And eventually I was just like, yo, let's just keep it simple. There's a lot of stuff that I've already done that's wooden. It's got the dark walnut wood stain that I really enjoy. That's my go-to stain, is that dark walnut. So I got the frame fixed up here. The 45s are cut. I'm just roughing up, or I'm not roughing it up, but I'm roughing it up like, you know, like when you rough people up for money. Nah, it's just a little hand plane. I just wanted to get that knot smoother. And then working with the old Craftsman, this is just a sheet of plywood. This is just pine ply. But the thing about this pine, I just had to lob off that one piece that was a little blusted. And then after that, you put that stain on it, and I think it pops. It looks pretty good. And you're not going to see the ply on the sides, right? That's what the frame is covering up. So it kind of came together pretty nice, I thought. I wanted to make sure everything was smooth. And so I used the pocket hole jig just to make sure that I could get everything flush. I didn't really want a lot of exposed screws or nail holes from like a nail gun, or even just doing it with the hammer. I also wanted to give you a perspective on the back of my head. There you go. That's what the back of my head looks like. People keep asking me about it, so there you go. You ask, you shall receive. Not really. It's just, you know, that's my headshot. Stupid. Anyways, let's get focused here. Craig jig. Craig clamps. I'm sticking the clamps on it, drilling it, getting it together, making sure everything's flush. Right? This is going to be my light fixture, so I want it to look, you know, pretty good. I mean, it's pretty, you know, it's my DIY thing, so I got to put a little bit of focus into it, you know what I'm saying? So right here, you can probably see on the bottom right, it's kind of jutting out. So I put the clamp on that as well, tighten it up, make sure everything is nice and smooth. That way, whenever it goes on the ceiling, it looks nice. Give it a little rub down, thumbs up, sweet. So let's move on. Measuring everything up. I got my scratch paper right there, aka cement floor. You can use whatever you want, right? That's what I had at my disposal. I had no paper. We ain't got no room for paper in this house. So I'm making sure that everything is evenly spaced. And then I take my time. I got my drill. I'm drilling out the little pilot holes. It's just a little 1/16, 1/8, whatever, you know what I mean? Just something to get me through to the other side. I'm breaking on through to the other side. That way, I can get my drill with my little DIY 90-degree fixture that it goes through, and then that way I can feed the cord whenever I go to wire everything up. There it is. I got the Q-tip, stick it in the hole, you know, getting it in there real good, making sure it's, you know, nice and gooey. Get all of them, and then there's a little bit of blusted stuff that's happening in the center on the other side of the fixture of the frame. All right, so there's my goodies. I got a whole box of goodies right there. We got to find some stuff to get everything situated on the ceiling. So there's some little eye hole screws, and we got some other hooks and stuff. I wonder what's in that box. Hooks. There you go. We hook them. All right, that's how we do it in this house. There it is. I also got some chain. This is just some, you know, it's just some twin loop chain. You know, it's cheap, but nobody's going to see it anyways, because that's just how I'm just going to be hanging my thing. It's got to be pretty well flush to the ceiling, too, whenever I get it up there. You'll see that later, but it was pretty rough to make sure everything was nice and square to the ceiling, so it wasn't like, you know, skewed and Everybody says, hey, that's pretty cool. Did you make that yourself? Yeah, I did. Oh, why is it crooked? Don't look at that. Keep walking. Let's just keep walking. But anyways, for this part here, this is the drop that's going to happen for the different light bulbs in their cages, right? So I didn't want them to be all on the same plane. I wanted to stagger them out a little bit. So one of them is long, and then a short, and then a long and a short. You'll see that at the end whenever it's finally situated. But I'm just going through, getting everything stripped, getting the wire nuts, and then we're gonna wire this bad boy in parallel so that whenever we flip the breaker, we just got the one neutral and the one live all in one bunch. That way it can just be wired up, hung, and there we go. That's how we do it. After everything's dry, I was just snapping those sockets into place, getting everything tightened up. I got the bulb cage right there, right? Open it, that's how you change the bulb. Stick the Edison up in there, close it, tighten it up, boom. So I'm just getting the last ones on there. Then we're gonna get those eye hole screws with the chain and get everything situated. Getting ready for installation. All right, anyways, let's get serious. I got everything nice and tight. I had to redo this a couple times because, as you can see right here, I got a big old hole. I got a big hole, phrasing, and so I didn't want it, like if you looked at the right angle, you could see where the gap was, and I didn't want that. So there it is, the modern fixture. Does it light up? Yes, and I didn't get shocked, so that's a plus. Thanks for watching.